Hey guys, in this task we're going to learn how to factor a quadratic. A quadratic formula, in case you don't know, check out this example right here. You have f of x equals x squared minus 18x plus 81. Now, what makes this a quadratic equation is this squared right there. And this is a very typical quadratic equation. You have one x that's squared, and then you have another x that isn't, and then you have another number by itself. Now you need to do something called factoring, which means we're going to take this big equation and break it down into its smaller parts. Now let me show you how to do that. Okay, so factoring is a little bit of an art. It's something that you have to play with a little bit. But I'll try to break it down into steps as much as possible. So watch this. The first step, called step number 1. You take whatever this number is, write that number down. Okay, then you write all the factors of 81. So you think what numbers times themselves, or what times what equals 81. So obviously the most easiest one is 1 times 81. And then another tricky one that sneaks up on you is -1 times -81, because negative and a negative equals a positive, so that equals positive 81. Okay, some other factors of 81. What about 9 times 9? And then also vice versa, -9 times -9. Okay, so we have our list of factors. Now the second step, step 2, is that you look at this number. Then you try to find which one of these factors, when you add them together, equal this number. So like, for example, 1 plus 81 equals 82. That doesn't equal -18, so we don't need to worry about that guy. We don't need to worry about this guy. 9 plus 9 equals positive 18, which doesn't equal -18. So -9 plus -9 does equal -18. So this is the one that we want. Okay, so then you take these two numbers, this is step 3, and you create an x, two x's here. Okay, create some parentheses, create some x's, and then you're going to take this -9, put it in there, and take this -9 and put it in here. Okay, so this is the factor of this quadratic equation. And to get the final answer for this, because it asks for where does f of x intersect the x-axis. So that means that we need to find where x equals, or where y equals 0, sorry. Anyway, so the simple way to do that is you just take this number and you just write down the positive version, or you write down the opposite version of it. So if it's -9, then you write down +9. And if it's -9, then you write down +9. So the answer is 9 for this particular problem. Now, do I have Khan Academy up here? Yeah, so I had this problem all set up, ready to go. So I'm going to put 9 in here. And I get my leaves. Awesome. Is there other ones I should check out? Should I do one more? Okay, one more, just in case that was a little confusing. It's not gonna let me. Anyways, I think I have another one on the slide. Okay, let's try this one. We have x squared minus 3x minus 10. So again, write your 10, and then we need some factors of -10. Sorry, write -10. So we got -1 times 10, and then we got 1 times negative. It erased everything. Then we got 1 times -10, and then we got 5 times -2, and negative 5 times positive 2. Okay, so there's all factors of negative 10. Now we need two factors that add up to the middle number, negative 3. So what about negative 5 plus 2? That equals negative 3. So let's use that one. So we got x minus 5 and x plus 2. Now the answers for where f of x intersects the x-axis is you take the opposite of these numbers. So x equals 5 and negative 2. Whoops, we don't need that. Whoops. So if you're answering these problems, you would put a 5 in here and a negative 2 in here. And that's it. So try some out on your own. Make sure that you understand this concept and then go on to the next video.